Yes, hi everybody, my name is Craig Fett, glad to be here tonight. Guys, just to let you know a little bit about myself, I have a degree in mechanical engineering. Thank you. Worked so hard I cried, one woo, totally worth it. No, it was not easy, but I think it proves that if you set your mind to something and work hard, you can accomplish anything. And now I'm doing stand-up comedy. Yeah. It just proves that you can accomplish anything and still disappoint your parents. Engineering and comedy, those are sort of my two jobs. But I was thinking back, and I was thinking back on all the important lessons that I actually learned in my first two jobs, which was as a video store clerk and a paper boy. And I remember thinking like, wow, when I get older and I have kids, I'm going to have to make sure I sit them down and explain to them what those jobs were. And just be like, well kids, I used to give people their news in videos. Daddy was like a slow, shitty internet. And if you think that blows your mind, wait till I tell you the United States used to be an economic superpower. If you didn't laugh at that one, that's okay. It'll be a lot funnier in Mandarin. With the engineering thing going, I'm a big science geek. I like science. I find it fascinating. So I was online the other day, and I was reading this one article, and it was like, scientists link feathered dinosaurs to modern bird. And I was like, that's fascinating. I wonder what other people have to say about it. So I scrolled down to the comments section, and the first one there was, nice try, too bad evolution's bullshit. Like bullshit. I think that's how you know you're talking to a qualified scientific expert, when they use the word bullshit. Right? Like the 2015 Nobel Prize goes to Truth Crusader 89 for his work in the field of evolution is bullshit. Greatest single scientific accomplishment since electrons are douchebags and gravity can go fucking sick. Scrolled over to the less controversial topic about the International Space Station. First comment on that story is like, God, why are all these scientists at NASA wasting all their time putting people in space? Why don't they do something useful like cure cancer? 'Cause they're astronauts. Like, oh, yeah, no, you're right. That's why they haven't cured cancer yet. Yeah, not that it's hard, just not enough unqualified people slugging away at it. You know, like, hey, a telescope's pretty much like a microscope, right? Just in the wrong direction. And wasting their time as if NASA is staffed entirely by cancer researchers doing nothing but spending all day dicking around on Facebook. That's the only type of story you get that reaction to, right? Like, there's no way I would ever go over to the sports section of the website and be like, hey, why does the NBA waste all their time playing basketball? Yeah, why don't they do something useful, like win a Stanley Cup? Despite being very pro-science, though, I do from time to time find myself on YouTube watching anti-evolution videos, because sometimes you just get to the end of the day and you're like, I haven't been frustrated enough. I think I'm just going to go home and get mad at nothing. So I was watching this one video, and it was targeted towards kids. The presenter, he puts up this picture of this like monkey man looking thing, like straight from Planet of the Apes, right? With this expression on his face, like, oh, like, why am I an affront to God? And he points at it, and he goes, look kids, evolution is ridiculous. Your grandparents didn't look like this, did they? Yeah. First of all, massively misrepresents the amount of time evolution is effective over. It's millions of years, not 2 generations. And second of all, yeah, I have seen old people that look like that. Like, seriously, ever seen an old man who hasn't shaved trying to eat a banana without his dentures? That's a market. It works both ways, too. You get a tweed jacket and some glasses, put on a chimpanzee. That's a very passable university professor. But you've probably put this together by now, guys. I am a bit of a nerd. I'm a bit of a geek, which is to say I don't have social skills so much as I have facts that I can repeat to people. Like, for example, this one time I was at a friend's dinner party, and I was explaining to him how when you go deep sea diving, you actually want to use a mixture of oxygen and helium in your tank, because helium, unlike nitrogen, when under pressure, won't accumulate in the synapses in your brain, causing nitrogen narcosis. And he's like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know you scuba dive. I don't. I just know a lot about compressed gas. So that's the kind of heat I bring to your dinner parties, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone who wants to know how viscosity works, pass the Merlot. Does not normally go over all that well, but there's one time I remember it did, and this was I was at a party. This was a very, very cool party. Like, there was people there from all over the world. There was a couple people there from Paris, France. There was a girl there from Argentina, a guy from Saskatchewan, so all over France. And I was sharing facts with them, and I don't know if it was because English was their second language or because anything's more interesting than Saskatchewan, but they loved me. I was saying stuff like, hey, did you know diamonds are flammable? You can burn them. And they were maintaining eye contact. I've never felt more alive. But at one point in the evening, I was talking to the girl from Argentina, and we were talking about, like, philosophy and religion and all that deep stuff. So I dropped this fact on her. I was like, hey, did you know that all the world religions got together and they were asked to pick a non-religious movie that best represents their philosophies? And they all picked Bill Murray's Groundhog Day. Which is something I heard once, and repeated as fact. But when you think about it, probably isn't true, right? Just don't trust anything I tell you at a party. But the girl from Argentina, she didn't even call me on that. She'd actually even seen the movie, which is kind of nice. She's just like, yeah. Only question she was like, yeah, with one question. What's a groundhog? I was like, oh, well, you're from South America, they have different animals there, that makes total sense. Well, a groundhog is like a fat rodent that lives underground. She's like, oh, okay. So did they just make it up for the movie? Or is there actually a town that has a whole day dedicated to a fat rodent? Well, it's not just the town, it's kind of all of North America. She's like, why do you have a whole day dedicated to a fat rodent? Well, we let it predict our weather. How does a fat rodent predict the weather? Well, we reach down a hole, grab it, pull it out, and then if it sees its shadow, it's 6 more weeks of winter. She's like, how accurate is that? It's not very accurate. It's really terrible. She's like, okay, how do you even know if the groundhog sees its shadow? Well, we talk to it. She's like, you get some crazy person to talk to a fat rodent to predict your weather. No, they're not crazy. They're usually the mayor. dumb if you think about it. And nobody ever does think about it, because Groundhog Day is in February, in the middle of winter. Do you have any idea how miserable winters are in North America? It is dark all the time. It is so cold the skin on your knuckles will split open and bleed. It is cold, it is dark, it is gray, it is depressing. And in that pit of misery and despair, sometimes all you want is a respected public official to reach down a hole